Hi everyone, nice to meet you again. I'm here today enjoying the beautiful day. Guess where I am? Right, I'm just at Kallang. Yes, you're right. It's at Kallang, just by the river Kallang. Alright, with the beautiful condos. It's just a dream for me. Okay, but I'm waiting for my guest speaker today. Guess who do you think it is? Oops. There she is, just a long life, man. I just talk about you. Okay, so let me introduce my guest for today. She's Yuki. Hey, nice. By the way, nice mask. Hey, where do you get this, man?
Online.
Online. Hey, beautiful with the two eyes there. Wait. Let me guess. What animal? Looks like this is a fish, right? Okay, so let me guess. Don't give me the answer. Looks like dolphin. No. Okay, not dolphin. What's that? A whale? A whale! Yes! I'm right.
This company, they actually sell all types of underwater stuff.
Okay. Oh yes.
Underwater accessories.
Talking about underwater, yes, ladies and gentlemen. Today the topic is underwater. Okay, and we're not talking underwater world, which is with all the fishes, but we're talking about the person who goes underwater. Alright, who actually observes and swim with the fishes, the whale, the sharks. Sharks ever?
Yes.
Yes. Oh man,
yes.
This is what I'm going to discover about it. So stay tuned. So today my guest is Yuki, who is the co-producer for this podcast. Alright, the topic is about going beyond your comfort zone. And she is really going beyond the comfort zone because she does quite a bit of diving. Right, because immediately after this, she's going for her dive. Alright, and so today let's get to know about scuba diving. Alright, by the way, I have prepared for you your regular latte.
Yes.
Enjoy it. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell me about when actually you started taking on diving.
I got my open water in 2000.
Right.
Year 2000. That was when I was having my school day.
Okay. Wow.
And then but that time when you started to dive, when you get your license, you kind of like don't have the money to go diving. Actually, diving is not a cheap sport. It's quite expensive in a sense.
Yes.
So if you want to go for a trip, you need to like you need to have like a couple of $100 to actually to do one trip or something like that when you were young. So that one is like when you're so young, you don't have enough money, right? So kind of like after I took my open water in Pulau Hantu, going back diving again after 10 years of stopping. So 2010, I start to be more active. So that is when you already in the working industry and you start to earn a little bit more money. I got my advance in advanced diver,
okay.
And then following I got my rescue as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Everybody. 넌 내가 어떤 꿈 꾸는 것 같니? 같은 남자 아닌 뭔데? 난 내가 어떨 때 멋있는 것 같니? 만큼 멋진 것 같은데. Please 말해줘. 내가 또 멈추러 들려고 하거든. 말해줘. Hey girl, you like it? No shy. A one and a two, we no sitting around. Listen, my girl.
Black Beatles in the city, be back immediately to confiscate the monies. Ray Scrum, wow, my will. I sent flowers, but you said you didn't receive them. You said you didn't need them. That girl is a real crowd, please. Small world, all her friends know of me. Young bull living like an old geese. Quick release the cash, watch it fall slowly. Frat girl still trying to get even. Haters mad for whatever reason. Smoke in the air, binge drink. They lose it when the DJ drops the knee.
think from what I had a conversation with Yuki, Pulau Inti is one of the most favorite sport, if I'm not mistaken.
Site, yeah,
it's for the site for
yeah.
diving.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So don't underestimate Singapore. Not that we don't have a good underwater beauty. There is. These are the hidden treasures.
Yeah.
How long does this vacation last? Is there like a warranty period, like that it lasts you for a year or 2 years or 3 years?
No, it will last you forever. You need to like dive at least every 6 months,
Okay.
so that you can remember the steps and all
Yes.
this for like hooking up your equipment, you know, gear up and all this. Because all this you need to know, you need to understand by yourself.
So briefly about this equipment, let's educate us.
Okay.
So what are the different equipment that a scuba diver needs?
Okay, so
What do they put on and what do they call?
I think first when you started your basic,
Yeah.
your instructor will ask you to buy your own fin.
What's
the
that fin?
The
I go market can buy fin.
No, fin
Oh,
for
fin.
your fin.
Oh,
yeah,
for the fin.
yeah,
Okay,
fin.
okay. Fin.
And then we'll ask you to get your own mask because it's kind of personal.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get your own mask, your fin.
This mask can?
Cannot lah, low. Mask, fin. These are the two basic things, right? Then follow up. If you want to really go for diving as a sport or your own hobby, and you know that you're going to go, every year
Yes.
at least 2 or 3 trips,
Okay.
then you may want to invest more than just your mask and your fin.
Okay.
So another one you want to invest, which is your BCD.
What's BCD, please?
It's a buoyant control device.
Wow.
Yeah, buoyancy control device.
Okay.
So what happens is it can be inflatable. You go up and then
Okay.
you can actually let go the air and then you can just sink with it. And there is like a lot of
Extra spare tire.
yeah, kind of lah. And then BCD, and then you need your regulator. Because that one is also very personal, right? Yeah, because you're using
Oh, yes,
you're
yes,
using
yes,
it.
yes,
It's very hygiene, Sometimes because I know that I'm going to do a lot of diving, so I buy my own equipment. One, and then you have your dive computer. So the
Okay.
dive computer will help you to tell you what is the depth you're in now.
That's also personal?
Yes and no. Okay, so what happened is the dive computer tells you a lot of things, like how long you have been diving in the water, and then and also what is the depth.
Yeah.
Yep, and also because every time before we surface, there is a 5 meter, 3 minutes interval.
So 5 meters millions of.
5 meter before the surface.
Okay.
Okay, you have to hover there for 3 minutes. Yeah.
So with that, so how long usually a dive lasts? Typical dive lasts?
Okay, it really depends. Usually, we go down with 200 bar
Okay,
of
which is? Okay.
200 bar and up to 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
Yeah, maximum 1 hour. Maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
And also, or whichever comes first, or when you're at low in air, 50,
Okay.
50 when you're at 50 bar, which is we call it low in air. Yeah, so okay, low in air. It can go up 30 minutes and low in air.
Okay.
It really depends on the person how it's like. What's
yes.
it? When he is nearby the shark,
Of course.
or when you're fighting the current, you need more strength to swim or dive, whatever. You need more strength and then you consume more air. That is definitely,
Now, you
that's
see,
the
when
reason.
you go into water, just the curiosity is that you see we are light in the sea, right?
Yep.
So how do you make sure that you really sink?
You put weights.
Oh, you put weights.
Yeah, we have weights.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we have
alright.
weights
So you
on
put weights,
ourselves. Yeah,
okay.
we have weights on ourselves. You
Then
put-
my weight, ma?
Hello, excuse me, that weight is not that weight.
Muscle weight.
And some more you got some one.
That's my flotation.
Exactly. So you also have one layer of oil for your protection.
Oh yeah, I had 6 packs last time. So, but it was so mafan to take care of 6. The creases you have to towel. So I decided to consolidate the 6 pack into 1 pack.
One
Now
pack,
maintenance very fast. Right?
Maintenance free, right?
Yes. Okay, so now that we have talked about the technicalities, so I'm sure we are more. I'm also very interested. What are the finds underwater? What's so beautiful, right? Going scuba
Okay,
diving?
I think it's always every even though I dive because of COVID, right? So we dive Hantu. like since COVID. Although you have been diving there like for like millions of times or thousands of times, you see different things every time because the fishes move, right? You know,
of course.
the creatures move, and you don't expect the same thing. You know,
Yes.
sometimes yes, but a lot of time is there are new things coming in. You know, and it's like, hey, there's new finding. You know,
Right.
and like even though you go to a place in that you visit so many times, it doesn't matter because every time you go in, there's different things because they don't have a resident in the sense that okay, I go home every night. No, okay.
Yeah.
So they will shift their house
Okay.
also.
So you see.
Yeah, so they shift their house and then they are always like everywhere, different places. So sometimes when we go travel for diving, we will ask the DM, like the dive master, what do we see in this site?
Yes.
Yes, sometimes we have residents like fishes, but sometimes the fishes will have their own timing of like feeding time or
Okay,
you know
wow,
mating
interesting.
time, or you know yeah, exactly. You know, then they will go somewhere else. Yes, that might be their home, but the point of time when you go in, it probably will be their time that they go somewhere else. Okay, so yes, we may be seeing this, but high chance he says, okay, this is residence in the sense that he's somewhere around here. Sometimes you will see it, but most of the time you'll see it. But sometimes you may not see it because they may go somewhere else. Maybe they go marketing. Okay, they go shopping, or they go find boyfriend.
Go fishing.
Or they go, whatever. Or maybe they got caught away, you know, whatsoever. It's really difficult to tell. So
Right,
it's interesting in a sense that there's always surprises.
Right. So every dive is a new dive. I would
Yes.
say, right?
And
so
you learn.
they've got new all these dives that you have been now for the years, the last 11 years or so. Maybe you can describe one most memorable dive, and what were the discoveries then?
I think
Where was it then?
the most memorable dive? Actually, there are so many of them.
Okay,
Honestly,
one.
just one. Okay.
Don't tell me difficult.
Okay,
to
it's a
choose.
night
Yes.
dive. It happened in Maldives. It's live on board for
Okay,
8 days.
by the way, sorry to interject.
Yeah.
Don't have the discussion. Maldives is actually it is not that expensive. It's just as long you know where you want to go, which hotel you want to stay. Actually, it's very affordable. It could be even more affordable than the resorts around the region. Am I right?
Yeah, correct. Because when we stay in live on board, you pay like maybe $2,000-3,000 USD. It's like it will be your dive, your food, your lodging
How many people?
for 8 days, 7 nights.
Goodness, where can you get that?
So you dive every day, you know.
Wow.
You like it's like, oh my god, it's like
That's life.
paradise.
Wow.
Like once a year.
Yes.
So what happened is this dive operator, they got to know that there's a certain dive site that near one of the resort. They actually feed nurse shark.
Oh.
Yeah, nurse shark. Nurse shark is not dangerous. So they have their teeth going backwards. It's not forward. So
Okay.
you realize their teeth is backwards. So they know it's a feeding point.
Right.
But we know it's somewhere around there. Then we're like searching. So where will be the point or where will be the site, the particular spot that they go feeding? So me and my friend were like, okay, taking our torch, swimming around, you know.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I was budding with him. Okay, we go in pairs. When we go diving, we go in pairs.
Oh, okay.
So I go. Then I was like, I saw a fish head. Oh, then it's like, "Ee!" And then I'm like, what the hell? And then there's this shark. Another shark came. Oh
Right
my
in front
god!
of you.
Yeah,
Wow.
like, oh my god! It's like
That's an experience.
exactly. Then the next moment is I hold on to him like a remola, you know, like I didn't want to let go because I'm so scared. Because that's
Of
my
course.
very, very new experience with sharks, right? Then we realized that okay, there is a spot already, you know, that we found a spot. So we actually circle around the area, and then we put ourselves there. We stay put there, and we just watch them feeding. So there is you'll see that the fish head dropping, and then the nurse shark just came in and start eating.
Wow.
Yeah, feeding themselves, having like sharks going passing you, you know, like nothing to be afraid of. They are not dangerous. They don't go for human. They are not
Okay.
like the bush shark and all this. So
Probably is the vegetarian shark. They don't go for meat.
fish head. Excuse me.
Fish head.
Uh,
Fishes.
Yeah, fishes.
Yeah, I can relate. I mean, I can understand because even though I may not have gone that deep, but even at this quite about 1-2 liters, I encountered the same thing about 2 years ago. All right, when one big long shark just suddenly I was just searching for it, then just swam right in front of me. Yeah, but it's true. Yes, as long as you don't disturb them, they won't disturb you.
Yeah, they
actually.
won't disturb you.
Even
yeah.
if you disturb them, just say hi. Alright, exchange phone numbers, keep on WhatsApping.
Yeah, hello, you there?
Yes.
Or you know, hey, come here, I'm here already.
Because one of these, I think the black tip.
The black tip and white tip,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
these
the
are
reef
sometimes they
shark.
call it the reef sharks.
Yeah, the
right?
reef shark.
So which are almost harmless.
Yeah,
Right? So just enjoy when you go out there into the sea. Just enjoy the beauty.
Yeah.
Right. Do not just like when you go in our park. Do not plug or do not litter it because the beauty is out there. It's God's gift.
Yeah. You
so-
just don't annoy them.
Yes.
They won't annoy you. That's it. Oh, same thing. If you don't like how you've been treated, you don't do it to others. Same thing to the animals. Same thing to the sea marine life in water. We don't touch. We try not to touch. Of course, sometimes we do, but we try not to touch with our bare hands because when we are bare hands, we have some like chemicals. You do not know whether it will harm them or not. So we try not to touch them.
So talking about that, I also like to touch on a bit your security because you have been out there, far and also deep down. So and you are talking about the environmental saving environment. Ever encountered? I'm sure. Okay, I'm sure you have encountered much litter in the sea. Do you
Okay,
see any?
really depends on which area you're
Okay,
going.
so let's say locally.
Locally, definitely there is.
So what kind of findings that you normally find?
Okay, last week I just did a litter cleaning up.
Oh, okay. Wow,
In
okay.
Pulau Hantu. Honestly, if myself, I go diving in Pulau Hantu or anywhere. When I see litter, when I see plastic, I will pick it up. Okay, so things that we pick up are plastics,
Oh yeah.
metal. Okay, if the metal have something, some other elements, like the recent one I was in Hantu, people just
sparklers.
finished, the sparklers, they just drop into the water.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I will clean that one up because there is the this sparkle thing.
The smoke.
Yeah,
the ash, is it?
yeah, the ash, which is I don't think is good for the
Okay,
fishes.
yes.
If the fishes kind of eat it or something like that, it may harm them. So that one I will remove
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But if it's good glass, we can actually use it for their home.
Oh. So
Yeah, if you
could-
realize, I will post one which is there is a home for fishes for good in the sense that they create a base for like the corals or things that you can put it there. But for plastic is a definitely no.
Yes.
Yeah, plastics. Definitely will bring it up, and then like cable ties and all this,
Yeah,
it's
that's
dropped from. Okay, we hope that is accidentally dropped from the ship, right?
Yes.
Or people who are using the island when they are there. We hope that it's accidentally, not purposely, just throw it in. Yeah. So of course, if I happen to see any, I will just pick it up. Even though I'm diving somewhere else, like if I'm in Philippines or in Indonesia or in Thailand, if I see, I will just pick it up. I will not just let it be there. Yeah, because I have pocket. I just pick up and put that pocket and just dive it and
Must
then
have
bring back.
big pockets for them. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, please take note if you do go out diving or even snorkeling, whatever rubbish that you see, if you can find, please pick them up
Yeah.
and bring it to shore and dispose them at the appropriate place.
Yeah.
Alright, let's preserve the beauty that's out there. It's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world is covered 75%. I know it's 75% with water. But that's the only frontier that we can actually explore. We
Yeah.
already explored the earth, and it's already being tarnished with our own deeds. okay?
Yeah.
So that's not even damage the ones which is still out there because it is really beautiful. I would testify to that. I may not have gone as deep as Yuki, but even to the depth that I've been is enough to appreciate. And that's, again, I do make a point that I do go out to appreciate the beauty because it gives you that peace.
Yes.
I'm sure that you feel the same way.
Yeah,
That we go diving, it's not just
tranquility.
that wow, tranquility. So you do zen,
Zen.
in the water.
Okay, so the thing I like about diving so much is because you know, like the previous podcast I've already said, you know, I'm not an extrovert, I'm an introvert. Yes, I talk a lot. I'm a sales.
I don't think so, right, people?
I got switch on and off.
Oh, God.
Remember?
On
Yeah.
bottom.
I got switch on and off. If I need to switch on, I switch on. If I don't have to switch on, I will just switch it off. It's one thing that you can only hear your own breathing. Other than doing yoga, okay? Maybe a lot of people are saying yoga, you listen to your own breath. Yeah, but in diving, it's definitely your own breath. So when you go down, you have your regulator on, then you start. Yeah, that's a very thing for me lah. I do not know whether is that a thing for you or not, but also another thing to point out is for those people who wanted to try diving, my suggestion is don't go ahead and go for your open water. Just try discovery first. So you go for discovery diving.
So where?
Okay, so what is discovery diving?
Yes, what is discovery?
Discovery diving is you don't need to go through the course in order to go down the water with all the gears.
Yeah.
Okay, because sometimes people have a problem with gears. You know,
yeah.
they are not comfortable,
Yes.
or they at first they're like, oh yeah, it's very fun. But when they started trying it, and then when they started going down into water and there's nothing you can hold, panic already. Then at the end of the day, you waste your time lah. You waste your time and money to actually go for the open water without knowing what kind of things you will encounter. So if you want to try with the Discovery Scuba first, so that you can understand a little bit more and then be more comfortable, and you know that, oh yeah, okay, I like this.
Yes.
Okay, then you go for it. So usually for those people who actually go for discovery diving and they carry on to open water, there will be a difference in paying for the open water because you already done your discovery. You know a little bit already.
Yes.
So you can, they will give you some discount lah. If you go back to the same operator, they will definitely give you some discount for open water. So I think that will be a better choice, because I have encountered friends, you know, I joke my friend, yeah, just go lah, you know, it's nice. Then she went for it. Then she went through the whole course.
Right?
She don't like.
Okay.
Then she give it up.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, it's a waste of money. It's not cheap, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a waste of time,
Yes.
And then I feel bad lah, honestly. Now I learn my lesson, and I usually now with people who want to go for scuba diving, I would say, okay, first try the Discovery Scuba first, whether you like it or not. If you are comfortable with all this equipment on your body, you know, then we talk about the next one.
Okay. I mean, with all these dives, I know the enjoyment is there because you are with the nature, and also talking about how in your many dives that you had, ever experienced a very difficult situation?
I was in Brunei diving, and my stomach is not so strong for oily stuff. So I got gastric problem when I eat too oily. So I had oily egg in the morning. So when I went for a diving in Brunei, the water is choppy. So when we reach there, I'm already like, okay, half dead. When we reach the site, I'm already half dead. So when I go down, within 10 minutes, I told my dive instructor, I said, so when we do this, I'm not okay. Then he said, you want to go up? I said, yeah, I'm going up. This is up. This is not good lah. This is up. So this is a lot of time we have this problem.
The signals.
Yeah, the signals. So you see this, then you going up? No, this is good.
Okay.
You should say this.
Okay.
Or you do this. Awesome.
And lose awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. So they said, yeah, I'm going up. Then I went up. I start to puke. No, before I reach on top, remember I told you I have to do a 5 meter, 3 minute safety stop. When I'm doing the safety stop, I'm already like throwing out. I throw out in my regulator. Then you see all the fishes come.
You're doing it's feeding time.
Wow.
Can't even visualize that. You know, you're having your own pill right in front of you. At the same time, you're swallowing your own spill and see the fishes taking your own.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
where was this?
In Brunei.
Brunei.
In Brunei.
Hey, we've been to Brunei, Maldives, Antu, don't mention it because of that.
Yeah.
So where else have you been? So which are the-
Taiwan.
Okay, Taiwan.
Taiwan,
Okay, where else?
Philippines.
Philippines.
Philippines, there's a lot of places in Philippines.
Okay, yes.
Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia. Yeah, these are the and East Timor.
East Timor.
Yeah,
Okay,
Timor
this on
Leste.
all the eastern side of Indonesia.
Yeah,
Yes.
Far East.
Far
yeah,
East.
Far
Yes.
East.
In fact, Raja Ampat is somewhere nearby also.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct. Yeah.
I mean, I've read it, and actually one of my bucket list is also Raja Ampat also. But I know it's not easy to go that.
Yeah, it's also quite expensive
Yes,
to go.
because there's no direct flight.
Yeah,
there.
there's
You
no
have to go
direct
to
flight.
Jakarta
Yeah.
to change flights. Right?
Yeah.
So I mean, if you read through some of the magazines, Raja Ampat is one of the recommended dive sites.
Yep.
One of the famous dive sites.
Correct,
in the
correct.
world.
Yeah.
Okay, so the with all this, how actually as an individual, besides the enjoyment, right, how is benefiting you? Is it like a hobby or is it just a?
I think yeah, it's a hobby. You know, I feel that doing this is more beneficial or more fun to me than just so diving is something that I want to. It's another thing that I can put in my bucket list in the sense that I want to go to all other places like French Polynesia,
Oh yeah.
Norway. I want to go Norway to go swim with the orca.
Wow.
That is one in my
Oh,
bucket
yes.
list. And then I want to go to Fiji Island,
Yes.
Tonga,
Wow.
to see the whales and all this. It's like there are so many places that you can go, you know, to visit other than just going shopping. Because all these places you want to go shopping there, man.
Wow.
There's nothing you can do shopping there. I mean, of course, if you are talking about like Tonga and all this island thing,
Yeah, yes.
there won't be any shopping there, one more.
Yeah, you're shopping underwater.
Yeah, I'll be shopping underwater, see
I
whether
saw
is there
this.
anything to pick up. Yeah.
So yeah, it's about you see, life is not just about having the tangible things, but it's also more on the intangible. These are experiences that is worth more than the money can
Yeah.
buy.
Yep.
Alright, that it will stay with you till death. Alright,
Yes.
till you are 6 feet under.
Yeah.
Or it's an experience, a memorable experience that you only have there something that you can look on, but it's etched in your mind.
Yeah.
And-
One that I want to share is that I think in 2019 in 2019 I was in Timor Leste.
Okay.
East Timor,
Okay,
East
East
Timor.
Timor.
So there is a whale migration period. That period of time, that window, I actually visited that place just to check out whether I can have the chance to view one of these enormous creature. You know, the moment I see them, I want to cry. This is the moment that I will never ever forget. I will never forget.
Look at pictures of it.
Yes. I will share with
Please
you
share,
guys.
please share.
Yeah. It's
Because-
incredible. It's incredible.
Wow. Wow, what a journey and what a dive that you have brought us, okay? From the surface, going underwater,
Yes.
and not only that, bringing us around to a few places with all the beautiful sights underwater. Yes, I do agree with that. And before we leave on this, what would be some advice that would you like to give to the audience?
Okay, so advice for diving is it's not a cheap sport to begin with, and no, maybe you can actually put in your bucket list like 1 year once at least, you know, to go somewhere that you want to visit. So try to get your own equipment if you can, because sometimes equipment is your own life saving. Yeah, and another thing is when you're diving, responsible for yourself, right? Don't blame your body at the end of the day. If honestly, if I die in the water, I'm very happy, because at least it's my favorite sport, right? And if I die in the water, I'll be very happy. But you must tell your parents or your relatives or your friends saying that if anything would happen to me, don't blame to my body, because it's going to be very hard for them also. And I did tell my parents, I did tell my friends and say that if anything would happen to me, please don't blame my buddy, because I am responsible for my own self. She is not responsible for me. He or she is not responsible for my life. You are responsible for your own life. So be careful, take care of yourself. If you can't dive, you are not well for that particular day for the dive,
Just don't
let go.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's another day.
Exactly.
Not just diving, in any sport
Yeah.
that you partake,
Yes.
right? So if you're not well, you're not up to it, please do not participate.
Yep.
Alright? It's not worth to cost your life.
Yes.
Okay? Because there's another day tomorrow. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you can't do it today, even though you may have spent it, but look, money you can find.
Yes.
Alright, but your life is not just about you, but it's about family.
Yes.
Alright, so in any sport, alright, there's always this risk. Alright, it's how to actually mitigate this risk and how to manage all these risks. Alright, so enjoy diving. So if you're not into it yet, please go and explore, go and go on a discovery. Alright, because I not just to promote about diving, but it's more on, yes, she's also prepared to go diving already with the mask, the whale. With that, I hope that you have enjoyed this session. My guest speaker today is Yuki, who is also the producer for this program, the Yes Podcast. And really, we really hope that you have also enjoyed the other series. It's not about sharing about it's about the sport or the theme itself or going beyond, but also understanding how participating in all these activities actually help them personally, and to some extent they have helped them professionally. Right, so in this case, in terms of Yuki, who has gone into diving, which actually give her a peace of mind, doing Zen underwater. Alright, I think the last interviewee we had was of wakeboarding.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was another episode that I will encourage you to listen to, because it was not just about promoting wakeboarding, alright, but it was actually on a very personal experience that someone has gone through a personal challenge. Alright, that actually helped her emotionally, alright, and also physically and now mentally. Alright, so with that, thank you very much for staying till the end of this episode. Alright, till we meet again, because another one from underwater. Yeah, stand by. We're going to be above water, but this is not just about. We'll be reaching out to the skies, not really touching the skies, but almost there. Alright, so thank you very much. Have a good day, alright? Until we meet, stay tuned again. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.